Okay. We are live now. I'm about to cook. Let's do this, mate. Oh, shoot. Oh, the wrong thing. Trying to put my mouse in the right place. Okay, so we have to do for Americas. Let's see if we're lagging by any chance. One second. Why can't I hear anything? Hello, hello. It's because my audio has changed, isn't it? Why is it not working? Testing, 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 testing. Hello? What? Testing, testing, testing. Hello, 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 hello. What's going on? I can't hear anything, bro. Oh, this is so much a pain, mate. Wait, you guys can hear me? Yeah, you guys can hear me. I don't know why it's not letting me hear my own PC. It's crazy. Does this require a restart? Question mark. I think it requires a restart for the PC. No, can't hear anything. Unless I get off of it. Come back. Question mark. Dude.
Seven.
Oh, there we go. I can hear now. I don't know what's going on, guys. It's a complete mess.
Okay, I thought it was 5,000. Remember?
Yo, quickly, I'm live. Somewhere, did you see the Ben Askin video?
Yeah, bro, that shit hurt my heart.
That kind of like hurts, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Oh.
He's suffering, man. I feel so bad.
Yeah. It's like, imagine just not remembering anything and that's what you wake up to, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, apparently he
Died
like,
4 times.
died 4 times. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
that's crazy.
It's rough. But yeah, I'm live. I'll catch you guys later.
All right, man.
Alright, bro.
Yep.
Have a
Peace
good
out.
stream.
Yep. Yeah, man. Ben Askren's story is sad, bro. Oh, puka. Oh. Dude, it's such a rough time to get into the rig. Okay. I'm not that good on this track, so I have to figure it out, man. I'm not good at all. I'm very underpaced, but I think that's a good thing, though, on this track. Like, I don't have to worry much. I can just keep going, you know? Take the draft to people and just cook. A lot of grip. But this is only practice, so... Hmm. Ton of grip, yep. Ton of grip. Whoa. I can work way harder, man. So much braking right there. I took that corner bad. Maybe I brake further, bro. Because what am I doing? I don't get it. Let's try here again. No, I just need to increase the brake pressure, bro. All I gotta do, you know? Turn more. Downshift faster. Yeah, I gotta worry about that one because I keep like messing up that corner. There we go. Sliding out the rears too much. Oversteer central. Yeah, I'm actually very hungry, bro. Yeah, I'm not gonna be fast during this race, man. I just need to somehow catch up. Hey, stop it! Dude, this freaking cat, bro. Freaking cat, I wanna... Stupid. Stop it! Stop it! Cat keeps biting the other cat. Freaking moron. Like, why, bro? Why? Just why? Alright, where's the race event? When does it start? 9:15? 6 minutes from now? Okay. Okay, I'm so hungry. 153.6 at Sebring. Let's do one race and do some practice at F3. Yeah, because we need to get better. We need to get faster, actually.
Yo, Patrick, you got a mic? Any reason you rejoined like that? Oh, I see why. I gotcha.
I forgot I'm not on the lateral load of the car. Let's try it again before the race starts. That is scary, mate. Yeah, I need to use the lateral load here. Yeah, for sure. That's what I was missing yesterday. Hmm. Oh, restarting. Oh my god, dude, are you serious? Capturing and I want X in practice already. I don't know what I was doing there. Don't ask. Yeah, there you go. This is what I needed. I could break even further there. That's too late. Here we go. There we go, let's go. Too wide. Too narrow of an entry. Not a rule, bro. Look, frick, I can't speak, bro. It's like. Still working it out. That was bad. Not good. Oh my god. Damn. Okay. Not bad, man. Not bad. Sometimes you forget certain things and then you're like, oh, wow. I completely forgot about that specific element. Um, if I was doing this yesterday, doing it now, if I did it the same way, I would have been at the back of the grid. Yesterday, I started from 18th, climbed back up. Now I'm starting P4. Both guys got 119s. Crazy. Crazy. Someone got 108,956. Oh, it's the same guy. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to follow through, bro. These guys are quick. Very quick. I just hope the guys behind me don't send in a stupid dive bomb. That's the only thing we gotta worry about. Really just want to get this done. Have it be clean, we're good. No one's being stupid, and we're chilling. Oh my god, open my door, bro. Open my door. Okay. All right. Yeah, what the heck was that from me, dude? I don't get it. I don't even know what that was.
Nice one.
Dude.
Thanks for the story, Mike.
This guy, bro. This guy.
So, thanks for that.
Dude, Jesus, hit the brake.
Dude, it's so slow and spinning out that he's just defending for no reason. I don't get it. I keep messing up that corner. What's going on? This guy needs to send in a dive.
You just blinked 3 times hard. Just pass, Justin. Got the car on Jordan.
Oh, Ben is in their slip somehow. Nice. Ben. Dude, man, just drive properly. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. This guy. I need to get past him here. Oh my god, I can't even get past him, dude.
Watch out, Bryant.
Stupid.
I see you.
Stupid, man.
Thanks.
No problem, man.
There we go, now we're catching up. These guys are going at it, man. For sure.
Sorry, I lost the verse.
You don't have rear wing, man.
Wow.
Thanks for destroying my car.
Oh, what's going on with my tires?
Fuck this shit, bro. And you fuck my race, bro.
You guys are doing a great job. Keep up the good work.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that was bad. Dude, I don't know what's going on. Oh no, back marker. Good place. Oh no, he's 25 seconds behind. It's alright, we have time. We have so much time.
Beep, beep.
Dude, I can't even drive normally because this guy is like... I have to brake further back because, oh my god. Let's see if this works. Kinda, I'm just so slow against this guy. Oh wow. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm braking a little bit too much. Oh, it's the white flag already, dude, damn it. Carry me, draft. Carry me. Damn, bro. I couldn't get a good exit out of this. Nice race, guys. I was spectating the entire time. Ah, shoot. Unfortunately, I didn't have a bad start, bro. Oh, that's just sad. Whatever. Whatever. Go to leagues. My leagues. Sessions. What's going on in the workshop? The heck is that? Okay, never mind. Alright, so pull out the Chrome. I don't have a keyboard here, by the way, that's why. I'm like this. Okay. How was it? Let's see. Oh my god. Wow. Dude, that sucks. That just sucks, dude. I was supposed to go to C class from this, but I didn't. Instead, I'm 3500 I rating now. Who wants to do another race, bro? When does the next one start? Next one starts in 30 minutes. Hey. This is so sad.
Hello and welcome to the Armada Racing Academy Season 4, Week 3, using the Formula 3 at Sebring. This
I can't even mute. It's crazy.
track is extremely bumped and really leaving a lot for you drivers to figure out for yourself.
Oh, they had less incident points. I thought they were going crazy with it. Guess not. I guess not.
Figure out for yourself.
Dude, paint is amazing. Oh, the last corner though.
Towards turn one. And turn one is tricky because it's slightly tighter than 90 degrees. The first time you take this corner, it's going to feel like just a standard 90 degree corner, but it's actually slightly tighter, right? So instead of looking like this, get to the apex, it keeps on going for that little bit longer, right? And it can feel frustrating because it feels like your entry was good, it feels like you got on the power, but for some reason,
Go for it.
either understeer wide or you're under the limit on exit. So there's two things that are important for turn one. The first one being that you turn in slightly later than you might think is necessary. In most cars, they're going to turn in around here, but because this is a high downforce car, we're turning in even later towards the end of this wall. And what we could do to make sure we're turning in at the right point is create a reference or look for something to use as a reference, make sure our car positioning is correct. Now, what I like to use is this yellow line right here. And you can use that yellow line in a couple of different ways. The first one being, as that yellow line starts, we want to make sure we're on the right side of that yellow line. We do not want to be touching that yellow line. Definitely don't want to be on the left side of that yellow line when it first starts. The second way we could use this is, you can see it curves a little bit sharply here. We could use that as a checkpoint, an artificial apex. As
Hold on, I actually need to hide the screen so I can watch this. Shoot.
you want to drive over that point with the left side tires, right? And that should lead us to a perfect apex right next to the wall if we're on the limit of the tires. So that's the first thing, we're making sure we're turning in late enough, taking the correct line and entry. The second thing is, creating a reference for getting on power, an MRP reference, because this is a blind exit, and how are we supposed to judge the exit if we cannot see it in the first place? If we wait until we can actually see the exit, that's way too late. At this point, we're past the apex, we're going to be well under the limit. So we need something to give us that consistency and confidence in our throttle application. And we do that with a reference. And what can we use in the background? What can we use to the left or the right? That's for drivers to figure out. Towards this set of compound corners, and it's a pretty typical set of compound corners in the way that we want to prioritize the final one because it leads on to a straight, right? So this final left-hander is the one where we want to make sure we're on the limit of the tires and on the limit of the track. See, all the way over towards the right set up that nice little apex. And then, of course, we're going to use all of the track on exit, right? So that is the goal through this section. With that in mind, into turn 2, we're turning in slightly later and taking a later apex than we would if this was just a standalone corner, right? Because we want to be on the limit of the tires, but we don't want to use all the track. We want to end up somewhere towards the middle, so that we can stay on the limit of the tires while we get over here. Now, we don't want to get completely over this curb. This curb has 2 stages, with a flatter area and then steeper incline into a bump like so. If we get onto this part with such a stiff suspension, it will just upset the car. So slightly brushing past that curb on the flatter area, over towards the right-hand side. And this turn is similar to turn 1 in the sense that, we barely need any brake. In turn 1 and in this turn 4 here, the brake is mainly to just put a tiny bit extra weight on the front tires and help the car rotate. We're pretty much already going the speed we need to. Just a lift and coast is enough to slow down the car. And, for a lot of people, that might be the better option, right? Because it's difficult to have this level of precision. If we go to turn 1, I think it's even less brake. But maybe 3% brake, right?
Shoot. I've been doing too much, huh?
To brake too much, right? And then you just overslow the car and you're under the limit. So in turn 1 and turn 4, it might be the better option to just lift and coast. It's not the most efficient way. It's not the absolute fastest way, but you don't lose that much time and it's going to be much easier for sure. Towards the hairpin, this is tricky just because it's a pretty bumpy braking zone. You're going to have to brake slightly less than what you expect, right? Because what might be on the limit here, you might hit a bump, now you're over the limit. But you might hit a small compression, now you're under the limit, right? It's constantly changing levels of grip. Light hands are...
Let me see, my race starting? And when? No, we still have 17 minutes left. We're good.
Extremely important here.
I need to watch this
You
cane
have
video.
grip and you're already forcing the
New cane
car,
drop, baby.
like I am. You're going to have those tiny moments of seemingly random oversteer and understeer, right? Where you might be turning in, whoop, all of a sudden understeer, whoop, all of a sudden oversteer. And, it feels like you're not doing anything wrong, but it's just the grip on the steering wheel. Right? You need that light hands. Because even if you don't have light hands, you could have perfect braking inputs, throttle inputs, but you still go over under the limit. Especially on the exit here, you can see I was death gripping the wheel. It looks like a super smooth power application, but I still got a bit sideways. Same thing here, except it might be even a little bit more difficult because the first half of this braking zone is pretty flat and smooth. So you can brake quite hard. But then the second part is where the bumps are. Quite a large bump. You see there's a dip and then a big bump.
True.
Here,
I didn't see that.
and you can lock up the tires and just go.
I thought it just curves up.
So once again, light hands. You have to anticipate those changing levels of grip because of the bumps. And this corner, it's actually slightly off camber. It's extremely subtle. You can't see it very easily, but it looks something like this, where it does slope away and then it's slightly flatter, right? This might not even be the best illustration here because it's so difficult to see. It is sloping away from the inside and it's trying to push you away. So with that in mind, you do have to turn in slightly
Later
than it seems you need to, and slow down just a tiny bit more than it seems you need to.
I'm stupid.
And that off camber, it continues on exit, right? It's still trying to push your way on exit. So once again, it's easy to oversteer. And you have to be careful. Into one of the most important corners, just because it's quite tricky. You can lose a lot of time here from small mistakes because it leads onto a straight. And it's tricky because you have a lot of camber. This corner is heavily cambered towards the inside here, right? But you really want to slingshot. You turn in nice and late, carry a lot of speed, taking advantage of the extra grip, pulling you down towards the inside. But once again, it's quite bumpy in the braking zone and on initial turning here. So those bumps, those changing levels of grip early, all of a sudden we get to that camber. It's one of those corners where it just takes, some trial and error. When you do it correctly a few times, then you will have the confidence to execute that. Times, we're gonna feel the need to turn in too early, to take that wrong line. It's gonna feel counterintuitive to turn in later, but like I said, once you execute it a few times, you'll have the confidence to. Because the most important, set of corners. Because the most important one, the final corner that leads onto a straight, and see that no real references to help us with braking or turning. But the only thing we really have is our vision. And we need to be focusing our vision on the apex here, nice and early, to help us judge our braking and our turning. But at the same time, we want to be quite far somewhere around here. So something that will happen is, our vision will be focused here. Once we get the car placement that we want, you switch your vision over here, but it's too late, right? You need to find that timing. How quickly, how early can I look over here without compromising my line too much? If we look over here really early, our line is just going to be like this. If we look over here too late, well, the line's going to be something like this. We want to be looking over here. Then once we find that correct timing, quickly switch our vision. Give us enough time to judge our line. This is one of those corners where it's just difficult because of the mental load it has on you. You have to think about a lot of things and you don't have a lot of time to do so. So this first corner here, we are on the limit of the tires, of course, but not on the limit of the track. We're sacrificing the exit slightly to make sure we can cut back over here with enough time to look back towards the right, help us judge our line, using all of that curb on the inside towards the final corner. So towards the final corner, which is a decreasing radius corner, it naturally promotes that V-shaped line. But this is a downforce car. It's got a lot of downforce where we know we want to take that U-shaped line. So we're pretty much going to ignore the track limits on entry. We're going to ignore that V-shaped line it naturally promotes to take our own U-shaped line. So the corner, it looks something like this, where you're going in a straight line, it starts to curve very gently or tightening up again a little bit more sharply. So, but if we take that line, we're not fully utilizing that downforce, we're going to have to slow down quite a lot. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to ignore track, that first apex on entry. I'm not going to get anywhere near this. I'm going to take my own U-shaped line, something like so. And even though you will lose some time on entry, of course, you're taking a longer line, you're spending more time in the corner. you're going to be able to carry much more speed, and you're also going to set up a much better apex, right? So we'll see here, I don't get anywhere near that inside. And I know I probably could have gone even wider, right? Probably this white line is where we want to be, use that as a checkpoint on entry. But once again, once I hit these bumps, this is probably the most bumpy corner on the whole track. So light hands are really important here. But because I was death gripping the wheel, I take that really nice wide line. I'm setting up that really nice X wheel. I hit these bumps. This is probably that as probably could have gone even wider, right? Probably this white line is where we want to be, use that as a checkpoint on entry. But once again, once I hit these bumps, this is probably the most bumpy corner on the whole track. So light hands are really important here. But because I was death gripping the wheel, I take that really nice wide line. I'm setting up that really nice exit. But because I'm trying to force the car over those bumps, the car just understeers. It never quite gets to that apex there. And I lose some momentum on exit. But if I had light hands, I let the car comply a little bit more with the bumps, this would have been a really nice corner. There we go.
All right, let's get back on track. Let's get back on track. Shoot, okay. 10:15. We got 8 minutes. All right, let's go back in. Why not? Oh, shoot. After this race, we'll take a tiny bit of break, and then we'll come back and use some Sebring. Why not? Yeah? It'll load. Low. Stream is actually super bitrate, huh? That's not good. What about YouTube?
5 years ago.
Nice, Swellio's right there. Yeah, this is also very bit ready. This guy. That's a fat L, bro. Yeah, we'll fix it for next stream, bro. For now, we just need to practice. Maybe I'll end the stream after this so I can just focus on practicing. What is going on here, bro? Yeah, that kid's an idiot, bro. Well, what is this guy on? This kid's a idiot or what? Stupid actual moron. Maybe I haven't been braking hard enough, I guess. I felt it there. I just overslowed, huh? I'm bringing it too early, man. I feel good now. I feel better. I feel better. Let's do this race, man. Come on. Ah! Let's do this race. Ah! Anyways. Yikes. Yeah, slight brakes, man. Slight. Not too much. Good. I wish I didn't get that 5x, bro. Dang it, bro. Just slide out the rears, man. All it is with this turning weird thingy, man. Braked a little too early, man. God, this final corner, I don't get it. Ah. Damn it, dude. Horrible lap, man. Horrible lap, dude. Oh, the pain is there, pain is there. Dude, 4 minutes left. Wow. Yeah, what is that final corner, man? I don't get it. I don't get it. We're still doing it. What the heck? That's how you do that corner? Are you serious right now, bro? He just flings the car. Hold on. Really? Oh, the tire extend wide. Bro, what is this lap? What the heck is this lap? I don't get it. Yeah, that was nice. Oh, you really have to nail it, huh? I don't understand. Trying to be wide. But then again, he's trying to get the full downforce effect. Thank you. Look at. Alright, let's go. Where am I? Fourth? Not bad. Not bad, dude. Not bad. As long as Ben Gary is not here, man, I'm good, bro. But like all these other guys, they're gonna. I don't know about these guys, so I don't know.
Good luck, everyone. You as well. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Well, good luck.
I feel this is dangerous.
There's no luck.
Yeah, I agree. I don't believe in luck.
So we're taking back the good luck thing? Is that what's happening here?
It's better to be careful than having luck.
True. Good skill.
Happy crashing.
Tim on chaos.
What a start.
Hey, you guys selling around a luck?
That's a slightly lift, man. That last corner, man, I just slide out the rear every time. Yeah, I messed up.
What the fuck are you doing?
What's your rejoin, Roland?
Ah, sorry.
Dude, it's difficult. It's difficult. What the frick, man?
Sorry, mate.
Yeah, that's kind of disgusting, bro.
Fucking picture copy of David there.
Yeah, too much brakes. That's how I'm sliding out the rears, bro. That's just what I'm doing wrong. Bro was moving under braking, but was dive bombing. Quite nice. This kid's such a loser, bro. D1 loser. Loser of a human being. overslowing. Damn it, dude. Unbelievable. Nah. Go get him. What's going on with my tires? They're damaged?
Elsa. Rude.
Yo, what are these guys doing?
Sorry, Chris.
Thanks, Sam.
All good, mate.
To be fair, I'm just sitting back watching these three, seeing what's going to happen. Good start.
Oh, what's going on? Yeah, I gotta give this guy some words of thought. I don't get it. Yeah, that dude's a scumbag. Yeah, no, people are scumbags, bro, in this world. Freaking dumbasses, bro. Oh, no wonder. Ben Gary, the guy who is 2K iRacing. Beautiful lobby. Right? Hmm. Alright, guys, I'm gonna end the stream here. I'll catch you guys later. That was some racing, bro. Some garbage players in this lobby.